like when after he finished his chemo and radiation and stuff,
Mhm.
that's what kind of got him out of his funk kind of situation. But anyway, so he's been playing it for a while. But it's like a combination of like racquetball and tennis, and I
Really?
don't know. He's obsessed, but that's where he is right now.
Okay, so I'm definitely going to look this up because I have absolutely never heard of pickleball. I
Uh,
thought you were just like kidding. I was like, what?
oh no, I'm totally serious. He's dedicated to that sport right now.
Is it a whole thing? Like is it a big thing? I mean, not for him. I'm just saying, like everyone. Like, is it a big thing?
I don't know if it's a big thing for everyone. I know like they had it at the YMCA for elderly. So it was like, yeah, there's a lot of like elderly people that did
Hmm.
it. I
Hmm.
think now more and more people are starting to play it, younger, but
Is
I
he
think
serious? Like, is it like something to be serious? Oh, really?
he's trying to go to the senior Olympics for pickleball. Like that is his goal right now. So he's very dedicated to this thing.
Yeah, I'm looking this up right now. Like I just never heard of this.
Yeah. Yeah. And he teaches pickleball at the like we have like a community courts in
Mhm.
our neighborhood, and so he teaches pickleball now for beginners. It's
So is it with a ball or is it with that what is that? I mean, I don't know what you call it. Like those birdie things or something?
so it's a ball, but it has holes in it.
Like a wiffle ball?
Yeah, like a wiffle ball.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm. Wow, I never heard of this. All right. Well,
hmm yeah, that's all he talks about now. Literally all he talks about.
oh, my Tasha said slime.
Oh, Psycho.
So in 3 more minutes we'll allow them in.
Okay. How are you guys doing?
Alhamdulillah, we're good. It's just like we don't get to see people like a lot. So when I just saw you, I was like, oh yeah, Nora, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Uh-huh. That's the hard part about this.
It is. And what's worse is that, like I mentor kids and they say, Hamza, when is this gonna end? And it's like Hamza doesn't Hamza doesn't know. Yeah.
Right?
Like
Yep.
I don't know. This is something new.
hmm Yep. New for all of us, unfortunately.
What is your profession?
I'm a teacher
Yeah, I know. But where do you teach?
in Pasadena, Jackson
Oh, do you?
Intermediate.
So is it online now?
So it's both. We
It
have,
is both.
yeah, we started virtually. We were virtual for 2 weeks. No, virtual for 3 weeks, I think. And last week, last week our face-to-face kids came back. So the parents get to decide whether they want to keep their kids virtual or have them face-to-face. I think I have about maybe 40, yeah, maybe 40 face-to-face kids. And
So
the rest,
is it both at the same time?
no. So our school is doing is, and apparently we're like the only intermediate school in Pasadena who's decided to do this, but we only have one period. We only have one virtual period.
Mm.
Um, so like my second period, that's virtual math. So if you are at home virtually, that's when you have math class. So I have essentially like 60 students that
Mm.
I teach during that hour.
Mm.
Um, and then the other four periods are face to face.
Oh wow.
It's it's interesting. Alhamdulillah, nobody has gotten sick yet. We've been virtual for 2 weeks. I mean, we've been face to face for 2 weeks.
Oh, no one has gotten sick yet. Okay.
Not to our knowledge.
Okay, inshallah. Alhamdulillah. Inshallah.
So, but I mean, I think it's good. I mean, there's some kids, they're seventh graders at the end of the day, they're 12. They can't function. Some of them can't function online. They can't be responsible for themselves and have that motivation and stuff. So it's good to have some of them back, because it does stress me out a little bit less, because then it's not like I have 80 kids failing just because they don't want to do the work.
Exactly.
So, but it's a shift, it's a lot harder having to adapt lessons for face-to-face and virtual. Attendance is like a pain. It's just, but it's a lot. But.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to admit them.
Okay.
How is everyone? Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's get this started. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Hamza Reed, and I'd like to welcome you all to MCC's virtual Friday Youth Night. This happens every Friday night between 8:30 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. And tonight's topic is going to be a good one. It's going to be Great Lessons from the Honeybee, presented by Sister Nura Leblanc, after which we will test you guys to see if you've not only listened to the presentation, but understood its lessons by playing an exciting game of Kahoot. The grand prize will win $25 Amazon gift card. Second place gets 10, and third place gets 5. After the winners are announced, just make sure you guys type your names and your email addresses in the chat box to receive your prizes. So without further ado, I'd like to pass it over to our presenter, Sister Nura Leblanc.
Hey, you guys, Sankum, how are y'all doing? Good?
Good.
All right.
Good.
How was school today?
Good. I liked school.
You liked school? That's good. Anybody do anything interesting at school today?
I didn't really do any interesting stuff in school today.
No interesting stuff? All right, well, we'll just jump right in. So I'm Nura. I am a 7th grade teacher, so I teach math in Pasadena. I used to go to the masjid all the time, so some of you guys might know me, might know my face. But we're gonna get started. So today we're gonna talk about honeybees. Does anybody know what a honeybee is? Ali, you know what a honeybee is?
I know.
What's a honeybee?
I think it's like a bee that collects honey.
Good job. Like easy peasy, right? Just like the
Yeah.
name says, a bee that collects honey. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do before I start with today's lesson and kind of get into like the academic part, right? I'm going to share some fun facts about honeybees that I think y'all might find interesting. All right, so the first one is honeybees are the only insect that produces food for humans. So no other insect makes food that we can eat. Honeybees are the only ones that make food that we as humans can eat. Honeybees, after they sting you, they die. Straight after they sting you, they don't live. So if a honeybee stings you, it's gone. It's never going to sting you again. Honeybees never sleep, ever. Like they don't have a bedtime. Like they stay awake 24/7. All right, no bedtime for honeybees. And they pollinate 80% of fruits and vegetables. So meaning without honeybees, the fruits and vegetables and stuff that we eat here in the United States would not happen. Like that would not, like we would not be eating these fruits and vegetables if it wasn't for these honeybees. And then the honey that they make, it never spoils. Like if it's contained correctly and you keep it right, it doesn't ever go bad. So you could have that honey in your cabinet for like 5 years and it would still be good. And then the last thing is that honey is 80% sugar and 20% water. Okay, so it's mainly like just sugar, so it gets you hyper, like super, super hyper. So why am I talking about honeybees? So honeybees kind of seem like this small, unimportant animal that, you know, it's like, well, who cares about honeybees? Like nobody cares about honeybees, right? But there's a lot of things that honeybees do that we can learn from and take from them as we kind of grow up and like walk around this earth, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys some characteristics, okay? I'm going to tell you guys like a story about a honeybee, something that a honeybee does. And then what I want you guys to do, I want you guys to think for like 30 seconds. See if you can figure out what part of your life does that describe, okay? So let's do the first one. So what comes out of a bee's mouth is purified liquid called honey. Honey doesn't come out of a bee's mouth immediately. Rather, it is processed and purely treated before coming out. What do you think that is describing? Like, what do you guys think that's talking about? Any ideas?
Maybe words.
Words, okay. Anybody else?
Talking nicely to people.
Talking nicely to people, okay, good. Anything else?
Being kind.
Being kind, good.
Being patient.
Patient, awesome.
Being helpful.
Being helpful, good. I like it. Any other ones?
Being respectful. Showing good citizenship.
Respectful and citizenship, good. I like it. Anybody else before I give the answer? All right, those are awesome. You guys are getting it. So it talks about our tongues and what comes out of our mouths. So our words should be clean and beautiful and benefit those around us. It should be well thought out and reflected upon rather than this, like, just kind of saying the first thing that comes to our minds. The way it comes out needs to be the best version possible. So just like these bees, produce the best honey possible, whenever we talk to each other and whenever we interact with each other, right? Only the best needs to come out of our mouths. And we have to think before we speak so that we make sure that we use our words correctly and we use the right words and we are nice and kind and respectful when we're talking with others. Okay? All right, awesome. All right, so the second one. The bee respects what it eats from. It does not break or destroy the flowers upon which it lands and eats from. In the process of gathering nectar, a bee gives back more to the flower. It transfers grains from one flower to another, pollinating that flower, resulting in future growth. Honeybees continuously flutter its wings while picking nectar to ensure that delicate parts of the flower that it's drawing from never break. Anybody know what that one is? That one might be a little harder.
It means being respectful to your parents and that you always have to be nice. And even as you grow up, you still have to take care of them and be nice to them.
Okay, good. I like it.
You have to be kind to people everywhere, no matter who they are.
Okay, good.
I think it represents children because if you don't, if the bees weren't there, then then the flowers wouldn't be able to survive. So it's sort of like if the parents weren't there, then the children would kind of be abandoned.
Okay, that's a really good one. I like that. Good. Anybody else?
Help the earth.
Help the earth? Yes, definitely. Anyone else? I love these responses. Y'all are doing awesome.
No, we literally.
Anything else? All right, so good. So that basically talks about our relationships, right? Bee is kind and gentle with its interaction with a flower. And so that's how we should be when we're interacting with the people around us. We have to have mercy and love towards others, because if we are too demanding, right? And if we're never ending with our demands, and if we're hard, and if we're tough on people, then sometimes those relationships and those bonds can break. Just like if the bee is too harsh on the flower, that flower is going to break and, it's going to ruin the flower. So it's the same thing with our relationships and the people that we talk to, right? We have to be kind and respectful to those people. And just as bees respect the delicacy and how soft and fragile a flower is, we have to respect the delicacy of those around us. We have to be considerate of others' feelings and how others and who other people are, right? Making sure that we are kind and respectful and all of those things. All right. Awesome. All right. Number 3. Honeybees produce 1/12 teaspoons of honey in their lifetime. What do you think that means? Honeybees produce 1/12 a teaspoon of honey in their lifetime, which is a really, really small amount, like tiny, tiny, tiny. Any ideas? No?
I have one.
Okay, go ahead.
How many times die?
How many times they what?
They die?
How many times they die? Okay.
I was gonna say, if everybody commits to one thing, then it can eventually become a lot.
Good. I like it.
Maybe every small thing matters.
Every small thing matters. Good.
Each bee makes a small amount of honey, but when they all work together, they make enough to like feed everyone.
Good. Good. I like it. I like it.
When you work together, you accomplish more.
Yes.
I think honeybees work together.
Honeybees work together. Yep.
Honeybees work together so the humans can steal their honey.
Humans can steal their honey. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess we do technically take their honey, but honeybees are making it, for us, right? But good. Anybody else? All right. So you guys nailed it. Basically, honeybees produce 1/12 a teaspoon of honey in their lifetime. And basically what that means for us is that there is no good deed that is too small. All right. We shouldn't consider a deed too small or give up on doing the little good things that we do. All right. We may see little benefit here right now. We may not understand. We may seem like, oh, like there's no point. Like what? Like, why would I do that? It is what it is. Right. But at the end of the day, all of those things are going to add up, and they're going to add up to something bigger and something greater, just like that honey. Even though one bee makes 1/12 teaspoon together, right? If you keep adding a 1/12 and 1/12 and 1/12 and 1/12, right? It turns into something really big, and turns into something that like us humans who eat a lot, right, can benefit from. All right. So the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, do not disdain a good deed, no matter how small it may seem, even if it is meeting your brother's face. So even if small good deeds, right? The small deeds that we overlook sometimes, those are the things that matter. All right. All right. And the next one. Honeybees may collectively travel 55,000 miles and visit 2 million flowers to gather enough nectar to make just a pound of honey. Any ideas? So I'm going to say it again. Honeybees collectively travel 55,000 miles and visit 2 million flowers to gather enough nectar just to make 1 pound of honey.
It can mean that working hard is worth it.
Working hard is worth it. Good. What else? Anybody else?
It means working hard equals humans eat honey.
Working hard equals human eats honey. Okay, good.
I think like they do that, and that takes a lot of work, but at least they
So they work hard. It takes a lot of work. Yes. What else? Anybody else?
Excuse me.
Go ahead.
So I I came late, so can you tell me a little bit about what you talked about?
So basically, we're talking about honeybees and how we can learn from honeybees and learn from how they act, how they work together, and things like that. So the last characteristic that I talked about was honeybees collectively travel 55,000 miles and visit 2 million flowers to gather enough nectar just to make a pound of honey. So what do you think that means in our life? Like, how can we take that and use that in our life?
You can use it for like, oh, I have to encourage myself. There are animals, but we're smarter, but we can still learn stuff from them.
Right. Good job. Good job. Anybody else?
Honeybees work like hard just so they can get a pound of honey.
Of honey. Good. Yes.
I wonder how much miles it would take to make like a gallon.
Well, I am a math teacher, right? So how many pounds would equal a gallon? Anybody know?
I think like 1,000.
1,000?
Yeah. I think 5 million.
Anybody know how many
Or-
pounds?
I think 2 billion.
I think 4. 4.
For what?
4 pounds.
4 pounds?
I think it's 4 quarters.
I think it's 600 billion.
600?
I think
Wait, I have a
4
question.
miles.
How many pounds do you make a quarter?
It's 1.5 pounds.
Yeah. They're different systems. You can't like
Each pound
technically
equals 5 gallons.
technically measure it because it's different systems.
Good job. Yeah, they're different measuring systems. So it's a lot. I mean, you can convert it, but it'll just take a lot of work. But yeah, I don't know. That could be your homework assignment to figure out how many pounds equal a gallon.
I mean,
Well,
it would
it's
differ
like-
depending on what you would measure. Like a gallon of cotton buds could be different than a pound of, or a gallon of steel could be different than a gallon of cotton buds or something.
Yeah, but in this case, we're talking about honey.
I'm confused. Like, why do we have to take all of their work and just eat it? Like, it's not really fair.
It's simple. We're hungry.
Do you like honey or not? If you like
So-
honey, then
I
you
love
like
honey.
it.
So it's not about, so listen up.
What's
So it's not about like taking their honey, right? Honeybees were created to make honey. Like that's why they were created. Now, because they make so much, because there's so many of them in a hive, they're not going to eat all of the honey themselves, right? And so they are there to kind of provide us with that nutrients. They're there to provide us with that sustenance, and that's one of the reasons why Allah created them, right? So it's not that we are taking it, but that is one of the honeybees, like that is their job on this earth, right? Is to create the honey for not only their personal benefit, right? Because they eat their honey also, but for our benefit as well.
Well, we don't do. We don't do anything. Like, we don't do any hard work to get the honey.
Yeah, we get
You don't.
stung.
Honeybees do though.
yeah, the work after we eat the honeys gets stung.
Yeah, because maybe we take the honey and then they recognize us and then they sting us.
Actually honeybees they only sting you if they feel threatened. So you and a honeybee could like be in the same room and it never sting you. If it does, it only stings you if it feels threatened. So like if you swat at it or like try and hit it.
Like if you like try to kill it, it might bite you.
Right. But if you like leave it alone, then it's fine because they're actually really gentle creatures. But anyway, back to my talk, y'all. Okay, so honeybees travel 55,000 miles and visit 2 million flowers. So basically what that is, and you guys got it, it kind of talks about how we get things done, right? It's to work hard. It's to do your best. It's to achieve the best results. 2 million flowers is some severe dedication, right? Just for a pound of honey. So we need to have that same type of dedication in the things that we pursue. You know, things that we like, we need to be committed to. We need to put our full 100% effort and do the best that we can so that we can get it done, right? So those are a couple of things that I wanted you guys to take away from the life of a honeybee. You know, being dedicated, being committed, doing the small things that will eventually lead to something bigger. Your relationships with people, being kind, being delicate, being merciful to each other, and then watching what comes out of our mouths, watching how we talk to one another, how we react to situations. Even though some of you guys are a little younger, right? Eventually you are going to grow up, right? Something
I am 20.
you're going to get mad, whatever. So it's making sure that we are careful with what comes out of our mouths, how it comes out of our mouths, and kind of learning from the example of honeybees so that we can be the best individuals that we can possibly be. All right. And so before I conclude, there's one thing that I want you guys to consider. Okay. So throughout its life, this creature is struggling without sleeping at all, just to provide some honey. So ask yourself, if a bee struggles so much for our benefit, how much do we struggle throughout our lives to serve Allah? Are we dedicated to our need as the bees are dedicated to making honey? And that's all I got.
That was not. Wait. If a bee collects 2 million flowers for 1 pound of honey, wouldn't they have collected like 2 billion flowers for like the whole world or something?
But they're not collecting the flowers, right? They visit 2 million flowers. Like they just go do it to pollinate it.
Are we gonna do the Kahoot right now?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Thank you, Noor. MashaAllah. Great. I learned a lot from the honey.
Yeah.
I hope everyone learned that too and applies that in your life. Worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, work hard, little step by little step, and you will reach to your goal, inshallah. So I love the presentation. Jazakallah khairan. Thank you very much. Stay with us, see the Kahoot, and see how the kids will be excited playing Kahoot and win the $25. So I'm gonna share my screen right now. And
are there different prizes, like if they're first, second, and third?
Yeah, 50, 25, 15, and 10.
What is the code to the Kahoot?
Kahoot, the first one, the first part of the question is gonna be about the topic. 10 questions about the topic, and 15 about Fortnite game. I know not all of you playing Fortnite, most of you, but not everyone. So I'm gonna help you a little bit, but I wanted to have something funny and fun this week. So all of the trivia questions gonna be about Fortnite video game.
I have a question.
So do you see my screen? Do you see the number here? So the Kahoot game. So get your Kahoot app on your phone, your laptop. Go to the kahoot.it and enter this pin code 2218227. I'm gonna wait a minute or so. So get everybody in. If anyone needs help, let me know. Khalid, you need any help? Or you got it?
No, I got it. I'm in.
Very good.
Brother Tamer?
24. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I thought third place gets $5.
So 25 and 10 and 15 and 5? I don't recall actually. Maybe you are correct.
That was 25, 10, and 5.
Okay, let's see who's gonna win. We have different winners every time, but Fairuz and Asma and Omar.
And me.
Won several times. Lee won as
Me.
well.
Remember, I won third place. I always win.
And we have
Third, second. It's kind of obvious.
yeah,
My
so
name
we want
is
Tasneem and Khalid to get into the first 3 positions tonight. So do your best. Focus. Read all of the answers before you hit the answer.
Don't.
So we have 26 players so far. 28. I will give you 1 more minute. 29.
That's everyone.
Brother, start.
Okay, so a few seconds, 10 seconds, and then we'll start. 30 players, Yahya. So I think most of you are here, 30 players. 5 more seconds and we'll start. So I have 25 questions, 10 questions gonna be about the topic we just learned it from Noor.
What about
And
the
the 15
rest?
is gonna be trivia about Fortnite video game. Okay, we have 30 players. Bismillah, we're gonna start. 1, 2, 3. I'm not gonna read the questions tonight, so you read it and you answer it, okay? I will be quiet. MashaAllah, 23 right answers. Very good. Ali Malik, Asma, MashaAllah. Very good. Number 2.
Are you sure we might open this one?
60 to 100. I think, I don't recall this one, so I don't know if we covered this in the presentation or not. This was tough a little bit. That we have Fairuz back here. Good, Fairuz. Okay, number 3. Very good. 18 right answers. Fairuz, Yusuf, Asma. Number 4. Fifteen right answers. Fairuz, Yusuf. Number 5.
I couldn't do the Kahoots. I couldn't download it.
Oh, sorry. Smile, very good answer. 25. Fairuz, Yusuf. Mariam, you are here.
The dark. Now
Number
we
6.
know.
Very good. 18 right answers.
Where Daddy is?
Mariam, good job, Mariam. You're second now. Fairuz, you stay in first.
Baba.
Meow. Bye-bye.
Yes, true. Omar and Ali. Serene, wow. Okay, number 10. This is the last question about the topic.
Someone has to erase that.
Very good. Okay, so now we are done with the topic. So let's see who is the winner so far. So I have Omar and Ali and Fairuz. Okay, Asma is close as well.
Someone
and
has to
Serene.
clean the mess up.
I don't know how to clean it, but I stopped it. So I don't know how to clean it. I can just disable it, but I don't know how to clean it, but that's fine. Okay, so now it's got about the Fortnite trivia questions, okay? Who created Fortnite? Omar, Ali, Serene. Okay, number 12. Yes, 350 million. Fairuz, Yusuf. Okay, number 13. This is funny question, okay? So still solid, Omar, Ali, Fairuz, Yusuf. I know it's not gonna be easy for everyone, but for this night, we'll make it fun, as I said. So. Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing and share it again, so maybe we'll get rid of this. Hold on. Okay, so we get rid of this. Okay, so we have Omar, Ali, Fairuz, Yusuf. Okay, number 15. So no changes on the first three positions. Omar on fire. Ali, Fairuz, very solid.
You chose the idea of Fortnite.
Guys, the first 5 places, no changes. What's going on? Oh, finally, we have some changes. 4th and 5th. Number 19. Very solid still. Still same. Number 24. Oh, Fairuz first. MashaAllah, Fairuz. What is the season 3, chapter 1, tier 100? Okay, so this is the last one. So let's see who are the winners. Third position is Ali Bashir. Good job, Ali. Second is Omar Mansour. First, Fairuz. Fairuz, right? Fairuz. Congratulations, Fairuz. I'm glad you won.
I'm so good.
Very good, Fairuz. Good. Very good, Omar. Very good, Ali. Great job. Let's see our reports to see the participation of everyone.
Can we leave the meeting now?
Yeah, so here is the report so we can see the 34 players. Fairuz first, Omar Mansour, Ali Bashir, Yusuf Mansour, Yusuf Shalabi maybe, Salim, Sireen, Borji, Qasim, Lina, Qasim, Rashid, Asma, Amir, Ahmad, Ali Malik, Mariam. I know Mariam, sorry, Fortnite is not yours, but inshallah next week I will have something special for you. But I just wanted to make it fun because the last few weeks was a little bit hard questions. Khadija, Tasneem, Malik, Salman. So thank you everyone. I hope you enjoyed our night. I really enjoyed the topic, and I hope you enjoyed too, and you enjoyed Kahoot game. Next week, same time, inshallah, 8:30 we start and conclude by 8:15, 8:30 maximum. Looking forward to see you next week, inshallah. Thank you, everyone. Send us your email address via chat, Fairuz, Omar, and Ali. So we can send you the Amazon gift card. Wait for us next week. We send a flyer on Tuesday. So if you want to know about the trivia questions, what's going to be included in the night, look at it so you can get prepared. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed. See you next week. Jazakumullah khairan. Thank you, Snoor. Thank you, Brother Hamza.
Wait, how much money does third place get?
The third, 10, I think. Five. The third is 5.
Okay, good.
Third is 5.
So if it was...
Inshallah. See you everyone next week, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Salam Noor. I hope you enjoyed.
I did.
Yeah.
Hello,
Assalamu
Ali.
alaikum, inshallah. We'll have you another night, inshallah, maybe in November.
All right, inshallah.
Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
All right, like I said.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.